everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna read basic science stuff and describe what I know, and yeah, let's get right into it. Mountain shapes, interesting. When I was a kid, I always wondered what mountain shapes were. What shapes are mountains? I see that many of these mountains are shaped differently, said Pudge. Several different types of mountains must exist. Yes, said Bill. 5 different types of mountains can be found on Earth. They are fold, volcanic, dome, fault block, and plateau mountain. With a puzzled look on his face, Haver commented, "You said mountains that can be folded? That can be folded? Mountains are made of rocks, and mountains rock are usually very hard. Why did the rocks not break?" This is funny. Usually a rock that has much force applied to it will break, explained Bill. However, in some places on Earth, crust is folded or wrinkled, somewhat like a rug, wrinkled when you push the edge of it with your foot. Once my parents and I were on a trip and we stopped by an old cemetery, interjected Grace. Some of the headstones were over 150 years old in the middle of the cemetery. I saw an old headstone that was slightly bented, which over a period of time caused the headstone to bend. Gravity causes a thin rock stratum to bend with a short period of time, Racer, agreed Bill. However, forces within Earth will fold thick rock strata if the rock stratas are soft and flexible. Rock strata become soft and flexible when they are extremely hot or when they are saturated with water. Hapford, can you think of a time when many of Earth's rock would have been saturated with water? During the flood! Exclaimed Halford. That is correct, Bill agreed. Job chapter 12 verse 15 says, "Behold, he withholdeth the water, and they dry up. Also he sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth." This verse could refer to the many biological changes that took place during and after the earth. Horizontal pressures pushing from opposite side of flexible rock strata causes the flexible strata to bend and fold at a regular. Such a fold in Earth's crust can be a relatively short in length, or it can be extended for many miles. Receding water of the flood rapidly removing sediments from the fold and form small ravines that become large canyons. Fold strata can be seen in the ravine and canyons of fold mountains. Various forces of erosion are shaping rugged fold mountains are shaping rugged fold mountains are even today. That is correct, Wrangler. Continued Bill. Fold mountains are somewhat like the ups and downs of roller coasters. The Jura, ranging in the French Swiss border, and Caucasus among us mountains in Russia, and the Appalachian mountains in the United States are folded mountains. Volcanic and dome mountains. I'm just gonna stop here. So basically, folded mountains are like mountains that kind of bend due to heat and saturation. Also, because of the heat and saturation, is like, I think it's like moist and stuff, and heat and gravity too. So basically, when these things, so my theory is that the heat or saturation will kind of like weaken the rock as gravity pulls them down. They kind of bend. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and they're mostly found in ravines of mountains. Wow. So this is pretty cool. And during the flood, also as well, like there's a lot of saturated things like under the mountains like that. It's because of the flood, the Great Flood. I presume it's from Noah, when the flood came down on the earth. So I'm gonna continue my reading maybe in the next YouTube video, but for now I'm gonna stop it here, and I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. Bye bye.